Girl Meets Glass. And Happy New Year! This is the first time I've talked to you in the new year, so hopefully you had a good holiday season and have gotten on into your year. What I want to talk to you about is I know a lot of us have made all these lists and maybe these New Year's resolutions and all these things that we plan to do this year. And some of us have said that we want to learn more about wine. We maybe want to read something or taste some new grapes or do some things in wine. But first, do you know how to taste wine? Some people, their first step is to learn wine tasting. So let me give you a few wine tasting steps. Okay? First, you want to start with pouring yourself a glass, which I have done already. We'll do a white because you know what? This year, one of my resolutions is to drink more white wine. I don't drink white wine enough. I drink a lot of red. If I drink white, it's probably sparkling. That's different. So, pour yourself a glass of wine. You want to look at it. You see it's clear. I'm sitting here, so white background, so you can see the color. All right? So, not cloudy, but clear. And also the color is, of course, it's pale, palish yellow, not like water white and not golden, but a pale yellow. So you want to take a look at it. That is one of the first things you do. And then next, just put your nose in it. Think about what you smell. Then I want you to swirl it. Give it a good swirl. If you can't swirl it like this in your hand, put it on the surface. And then swirl it on the surface, okay? Then put your nose in it again. The reason you swirl is the more oxygen that comes in contact with the surface area of the wine, the more aromas are released. So that's why you swirl it. Yes, it is fancy and it looks fancy, and then you're at a party and you're at a dinner. Yes, no, that looks great, but you swirl it to release the aromas. Now smell it again. I close my eyes because it helps me concentrate. Now think about four categories. I do four large categories: fruits, flowers, spices, herbs, and vegetables. Okay? So you think about those four categories and then you break it down from there. Like I smell fruit. Okay? What kind of fruit? Is it a stone fruit? Is it citrus fruit? Is it a berry fruit? In this, I get a little stone fruit and a little citrus. I don't get any spice. I don't get any vegetables or herbs. Maybe some hint of floral. And when you think floral, think perfumed aroma, okay? And then again, break it down from there. All right, I get stone fruit or I get citrus fruit. What kind of citrus fruit? Lemon, lime, grapefruit. And that's how people start to develop their aromas and their flavors when you do it that way instead of just right off the bat. Lime. There are some times, don't get me wrong, there are some times where you'll get right in there and you'll say, lime, got it. Because those are things that you know the scents and the aromas of very well. Okay? So, smell it. We just named the things that we got from it. Swirl it again. Now let's taste it. Now, before you do a full taste, I want you to hold it in your mouth. Okay? Hold it in your mouth and count to five. Okay. The hold it in your mouth and count to five, that's to see what parts of the tongue you get some sensations on. Is it the tip of your tongue? Is it the sides? Is it the back? Is it the top? This one I can say is hints of acidity. I definitely get that citrus flavor. Going back to what I mentioned for the aromas, those work for flavors too in the four categories. Definitely get the citrus. It's a long finish because I'm actually having trouble talking. I am salivating. So this is something that you could serve with your meal or before your meal to get you ready to eat. But I actually would like this with food. I mean, I'm drinking this for you all, so it's okay right now. But I get the citrus. I also get hints of creamy notes, so it's not overpowering citrus. It's not heavy acidity, but I do get some bits of acidity in it. This is a blend of Grenache Blanc, and Chardonnay. It is from the Catalan region of France, so from Vigneron Catalan, in Perpignan, and it's an IGP to show you all this label. Okay, just so you can see what I'm tasting, so you know what it is. And those are your steps. So, what are the steps? Let's do a recap. You look at it, you swirl it, you smell it, you swirl it again, and then you taste it, and then you go through the different flavors, and then you think about the finish. Okay? So those are your wine tasting steps. So if you want to get to know wine a little better in 2021, those are the Girl Meets Glass approved wine tasting steps. If you need a little more information about wine, this is an excellent resource. It's How to Taste. It's a book by Jancis Robinson. How to Taste, a guide to enjoying wine. And it is, yeah, Jancis Robinson is one of, I mean, if you want to know wine, read anything that she has written. And also take a look, you can find this online. It is the Aroma Wheel from UC Davis. And this is where I got that urban, vegetable, fruit, spice, floral. Got that from. So those are a couple of resources that you can use if you want to get more into wine this year and do some wine tasting. All right? Hopefully that works for you. Let me know if you try any of those steps. I'd love to hear. Leave it in the comments or send me a message. You can find me, Girl Meets Glass, everywhere social media. GirlMeetsGlass.com. I'm Girl Meets Glass on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.